We started a new digital marketing agency called gastric sleeve surgery in Turkey.
I am a problem in my relationship.
No way.
Oh, she has a sweating problem.
I don't have a sweating problem.
I hate a braggy guy. I don't know why I find it so unattractive. Friends take advantage of how, and I'm overspending girlies. Just gonna do some top shot. Slightly attracted to girls.
I love that we have matching lipstick.
Yeah, literally, I hated him.
I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. The much awaited chit chat is finally here. So me and my sister decided to do a little bit of a get ready with me chit chat situation. The tutorial makeup part was but because we forgot to show the products, we forgot to we were just getting too much into the chat.
It's just saying my makeup is bad.
No. I wasn't. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. So this is a get ready with me chit chat situation with my sister. You guys have seen her from my vlogs. This is her, this beach da. So enjoy. Here you go, your hand mirror.
Oh, you're not gonna use it?
I'm gonna use this.
You're so sweet. Never go. In love and negative, you're my best view.
I like the view. Yeah. And he was like, I like your view.
You're my best view. Do you want a toast?
Yeah, we can. Okay, we are finally doing our sit down. Can you believe it? We can talk for free on weekend. Cheers, Bobs, to your first girly chit chat.
Cheers. Thank you for the drink.
Sure.
You're making me in my mouth better.
So basically, it's like doing our makeup while we have a little bit of a conversation, right? So, but it's like not that serious. You don't have to like overthink things and whatever.
How honest should I be?
As honest as you can be.
Cool.
Okay, so let's reflect on the year. Out of 10, how do you feel like the year 2023 went for you?
Like, it had so many highs and lows, hey?
Yeah.
But there was a lot of life-changing moments and things I'd been putting off for so long that I finally acted on. So those were like the peaks.
Yeah.
But obviously, like, not achieving every single thing you wanted to do in the year, and you have those like lows. So I'll give it a solid 7. Yeah, okay. I'll give it a 7.
What do you feel like was the one positive thing in the year?
There's been a lot.
Okay, like your best. What's the best thing that happened to you in the year?
I was gonna say going to Dubai, but actually there's a more significant thing that was me resigning from my
corporate job
that I hated and I was resenting, and that made me very depressed. It took like a lot of guts to do that, a lot of thought, and like me overcoming fear of the unknown. So I would say it gave me so much peace of mind, so much freedom, time to think and act on so many things I had been thinking about, but I was just tired physically, emotionally, in every way, that I had nothing else to give besides to that job. So I would say that was the biggest highlight. Quitting.
Okay, and what was your biggest regret of the year?
My biggest regret would have been investing a lot of time and emotions into a very toxic relationship. And it was very damaging. And it just set me back in so many ways, like emotionally, that I had promised myself I would never be a part of, especially like in my adult life. So I'd say that
My year, I would give it an 8.
Yeah.
I'll give it an 8 because I think I reached like a place of like acceptance with a lot of like things. Like I used to have like a very woe is me like outlook on things, but this year I think I just accepted that, like, you know what, life is just fucked up and there's no, you know, saving grace that's gonna come at the end of it all.
Oh gosh. Sorry.
Okay, so Dad's on the phone. I'm just gonna continue a little bit. I am using Benefit Concealer to conceal my eyebrows. So this is 2D03. What else?
You're talking about your year and how it was your year of acceptance.
Yeah, so I think that's why I would overall rate it as like a better years, because I think like a lot of like things that I used to have like a very, I wouldn't know, I guess a sad outlook, not so much a negative outlook, but so many things that I used to have like a sad outlook on, I have sort of not really looked at them positively either, but I've sort of reached a place where I like neither here nor there about how I feel about the situation. My highlight of the year, what would be the highlight of my year? The highlights, one thing that really made me feel really good in this year, probably my business, as boring as it sounds, but it's like, I think that this year I did grow versus last year. I felt like, you know, it was just really hard to get into certain doors and to do certain things. I felt very like locked out.
Yeah.
And in 2023 I do feel like I sort of, you know, pushed into a different area, a different space that I didn't think would be capable for me in the city.
Like you've been in your bag.
Yeah, definitely. And then my regrets for the year, I would say my biggest regret this year would be I think that at some point I let loneliness get the better of me in terms of relationships and friendships. I think that I went against how I initially felt about making friends and all these things, and about like just people. And you know, I don't know if you guys remember, I had made a video like at the beginning of the year, and I was just talking about how like ghetto it is to make friends, you know. And I think it just reinstated in me that the way that you felt about that situation, do not change your mind, you know. I still feel like I just think that I'm at a point where it's okay, like the friends that I have, it's fine, and the people that I have in my life, it's okay. I don't need to keep trying to open myself up, because it's too much emotional baggage that you have to deal with when those things don't work out, or when those things fall out. If you're a person that like is super sensitive and like overthinks things and carries things a lot, you do like carry those things and overthink those things later on, when another person has like completely moved on, and like, you know, they're just able to deal with conflict better than you are. So yeah, I think in terms of friendship, I regret opening myself up for certain friendships, and in relationships I regret being so lenient. I think in terms of yes, I'm strict, but I allowed a lot, especially from like I allowed too many chances. I was too lenient. I was too lenient on him, and that's why like it's never a good idea to be lenient towards a guy. He will never appreciate it. Instead, he'll feel like that's an invitation to do worse. So yeah, it's never a good idea to be like, oh, you know what, maybe he will learn, or maybe he will take this as like a get out of jail free card or whatever. Like he won't. He will actually just see it as, oh my gosh, this person actually tolerated that I did this. What else can I do? Yeah.
That's how it be though.
Yeah, so that would be my biggest regrets. What is your goal for the year?
This year?
Yes, 2024.
The biggest one would be my business. I recently started a new digital marketing agency called and you know
I'm
how
gonna tag it here on Instagram, the website.
Please
What else? Instagram,
and the socials,
website,
Facebook,
Facebook,
LinkedIn.
Yeah. So here are all the links. Please make sure to go and follow the Instagram page. Make sure to patronize the business. Not only follow the page, but make sure you guys use the business. Look through the profiles on the website.
Like, even if it's not you, there's always someone starting a business or looking to formalize their business or revitalize their existing business. So what I'm looking forward to this year is like seeing Pixel Prime come to life, you know, growing the company.
Sorry, okay, we're both going to use the same foundation. We're just using Maybelline, I think it's 24 hours stay Super Stay Active Wear, and this is 59, right? So we're both going to use that foundation. What did you use on your face right now? Okay, that's fine. No, that's fine.
Okay.
You need to add more foundation on your face. You've basically put nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my main focus, honestly, growing Pixel Prime to be what I would like it to be, reaching the targets I've set for myself for the year, and also like my weight loss journey. So you heard it here first. In November last year, I went for gastric sleeve surgery in Turkey. So it's officially been like 2.5 months now. So yeah, that's very exciting for me. Something I've been struggling with for like 10 years now.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to finally like see my dream happen and lose all this weight. And yeah, it's those two things, my work and my weight loss, really. Yeah, also just have a lot of personal goals that I want to achieve, like, you know, with my apartment and moving. So all of those changes are things I'm looking forward to, like getting out of my comfort zone.
How much weight have you lost so far?
As of this morning, 12 kgs.
Nice.
Yeah, because the other day it was 11.7.
Yeah.
So I've lost 12 kgs. That is insane, you know? Like, that sounds like a lot, but I mean, the more I lose, that's when it's really going to show. But I'm already, like, fitting into my clothes that I used to buy and not wear.
You dude, as I'm wondering why you're getting dark. You're using a dark brush, literally with dark. But that's not even a foundation brush, the one that you used.
Oh, that does look brighter. So yeah, wait. Lost 12 kgs. I'm fitting into, like, I had this thing where I used to buy clothes even if they didn't fit me, just because like I love them so much, and I just always felt like, you know, one day I'll fit into this. And it's crazy because now I'm actually fitting into those clothes, and it's so fun and it's so nice. Like, I can't believe it was such a scary experience being that far from home in another country, you know, like, it was crazy, the whole
and
process.
It was in like the winter
time, no English. It wasn't like, it was outside of Istanbul, so it was really scary. Like, so many things could have gone wrong, but thankfully everything went well, and it was at an amazing hospital, amazing people. Made it back home safe and sound. I've been going through my recovery process without any complications, and I'm just happy. Like, you know, I still can't believe I did that. Like, I still can't believe it happened. Yeah. But like, you know me, so I'll do something crazy. So that was my crazy thing, and I'm just really looking forward to like reaching my peak of weight loss this year.
Okay, so I used Black Opal Stick Foundation. This is the darker color that I'm going around my face with, and this is truly topaz. Okay, one last question about your weight loss surgery, and then we'll move on. Okay. What are like the good things that you've experienced so far since you got your surgery, and what are like the bad things that you didn't expect to experience?
Okay, good things. Obviously, I really don't care about food as much as I used to, which was like my life.
Yeah. So I had like a very unhealthy relationship with food, and you were like aggressive about it. Like,
because you were
didn't
always
wanna
on my case.
Because I wanted you to do better. Like, I wanted you to
Yeah,
stop like focusing on it and just like focus on other things. But I was like, yeah.
But also like emotional eating and all of those things. There were a lot of factors that contributed. But yeah, I think that like I just really don't care about food, and obviously seeing the weights, just every time I get on the scale, most days it's just dropping, which is really nice. And obviously fitting into my new clothes, feeling lighter, having more energy. You know me, it's I don't like even leaving the house. Like, I just don't like doing anything.
Yeah.
And now I feel like I have more energy to do things, which has been nice. What else?
Go around your face with this first.
Okay, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that losing the weight, having more energy. The downside of it was obviously the amount of tablets. I didn't expect to be having to take this many tablets. I'm taking like 6 tablets a day. The amount of unforeseen expenses, like my blood tests every couple of weeks, and they cost so much money. My medications cost so much money. And then cramps, like, you know, when I eat like something spicy or eat too fast, like it hurts, it's uncomfortable, and just ruins my whole thing. And like now going out is not that nice anymore because
like you barely drink.
I can barely drink, I can barely eat, and even if I do, I can't finish it. And then my whole mood is now focused around digesting my food and the uncomfortable feeling I'm feeling. So I don't like that. I was burping a lot and very gaseous, but I'm not anymore. Yeah, and just having to be like so mindful about everything I eat is draining. You know, sometimes I really want to eat something, or even like putting so much effort into making my food, and when I eat it, it's like I can only eat 2-3 spoons after I've spent like 30 minutes making my food. Like, that irritates me. So yeah, I'd say that. And the risks, I'll only be out of the red after like 8 months, because as much as I didn't experience anything now, people that lose a lot of weight, obviously they're at risk of like deficiencies, and I'm already iron deficient. So all of the other risks, like calcium deficiencies or anything that could happen, which is why I have to keep going for these tests. But the biggest one, which is my fear, but I am on medication to make sure it doesn't happen, is to make sure I don't develop gallbladder stones. So just being mindful of all those things and having those concerns is draining. I'd say that.
Okay, cool. In being like in adult life, what's like one or maybe a couple of like your biggest things that you've learned about yourself, whether good or bad, but like what are the things that you have discovered about yourself? For me, I have realized that I'm not perfect. And not even to say that I thought that I was perfect, but it's like, you know, as a person, it's very wrong to like sometimes tell yourself like, oh, okay, you're wrong, or whatever it is. Like, I think one of the things that I've learned about myself is that I can also make fuck ups, because, you know, when you like, nobody, well, other people, but nobody intentionally tries to hurt people all the time. And I think realizing that even something that you would consider not hurtful, and it could really hurt another person. So I think that that's one of the things that I have learned about myself, is that things that I might not think will impact a person or hurt a person, they do actually affect a person in a way that I don't see. That's one of the things that I've realized in growing up. Another thing that I've realized is that What is it? Is that I'm pretty much like, COVID taught me to be very self-sufficient, like with a lot of things, like in terms of like emotions and, you know, a lot of things. Like I went through an extended period where I spent a lot of time by myself, and I think that COVID taught me that I can be by myself. And as much as like we all like people for like emotional support and things like that, but the fact that I was able to go through that extended amount of time all by myself, like, has taught me that I don't need people as much as I thought that I need people.
Yeah, that's a good, very freeing realization.
Yeah,
because you put up with so much because of that fear of being alone.
Yeah. What's another realization that I've had? Is that I'm not I'm not crazy. As weird as it may sound, I think like in relationships, again, like for a long time, I think just from trauma from past relationships, I actually started to believe that like I am a problem in my relationships, or not even just relationships, but in general, that I, like, obviously how I felt in relationships went on to how I deal with other relationships, like friendships, whatever. I always felt like things are falling apart because of me, because that's how I was always made to feel in a relationship. Even when I was right, I would always feel guilt tripped into feeling like, oh, maybe I was wrong, or whatever it is. And it took a long time to like unlearn that and learn that other people can also be fucked up towards you. It's not always like you that's the fucked up person, because I went through a long time feeling like, oh, things are happening this way because I am fucked up, because I am whatever. And what's another thing that I've learned? One more thing that I've learned, let me think of one more, is that's it. What are your two things?
Realizations about myself as an adult.
Yeah.
I would say the main change that I went through is like when I was younger, I used to be a people pleaser a lot, like even friends and whatever. That's something I've finally outgrown, and I'm very staunch in, like, I don't do things I don't want to do. I don't say things I don't feel. I don't act like I'm cool with things I'm not cool with. Like, I just don't care. And also, the last 5 years, I've spent so much time alone that it's very hard for me to like stomach a person that is just not making sense. It's like, why, when I could just be alone? And that could be like a friend or even a relationship. I know, like, I just like my peace, and I'm not willing to sacrifice it for anyone, like, let alone a friend. Even that, I used to be very social. I'm not anymore. What else have I realized about myself? I'm more clear about what I want in terms of like relationships, and very specific, you know, about the ideal type of relationship and man that I would like to be with. I also figured out my passion. You know, when you...
Sorry guys, we're using Huda powders. I forgot to say. We're using Huda. We're using both... Oh, what's the name? Easy Bake. Oh, banana bread and Blondie. Okay, yeah.
You really didn't like that kanafa powder?
It was just a bit too dark. I would get it for like my darker girlies, but for now...
The glove I sit down the whole of that powder.
No, it's too dark. It's too dark. Yeah.
So yeah, like that. I'm very emotionally independent, like, for real, and I'm so grateful for it. But yeah, and also I figured out my passion, something I didn't know throughout my 20s.
Yeah.
And I also learned things about myself, that I can be thrown into the deep end and swim. You know, all of my fears that I had in my life, like, you know, moving back, establishing myself, actually being independent, and thinking of things, seeing them through you know, following my plans through and actually bringing them to life is like made me so proud of myself. And it's not something I didn't know, but it's something I had forgotten with time. That like, no,
it's
girl.
so crazy because like the conversations we'd have like when like before you moved back and stuff, and it would be like you could just hear like how much you just didn't believe in yourself and didn't believe that you could achieve things on your own and do things on your own. Like it was something like so deeply
entrenched
in you, that you can't be your own person.
Yes.
And I think maybe God like did that on purpose and like forced you out of that
To
space
remember-
because He wanted you to remember who you are.
Yeah. You know, so that's been really cool. Obviously, not easy, and not everyone can do it, but I'm very happy about like finding that girl again.
That's sweet. What were we talking about? Yeah. Just took a long ad break. You were just saying.
Oh yes, I was saying I'm very
learned to say no.
emotionally
Yeah,
I
you're almost at the end of that.
don't dabble in
Yeah.
doing things I don't want to do.
Yeah.
And finding my passion and finding myself again after my relationship.
Yeah.
And just realizing like life carries on. Like it's not the end of the world. Like that took me so long to accept.
Yeah.
And yeah, I felt like low key I wasn't truly like invested in my life here.
Yeah.
I just felt like it's consequence
Temporary.
of something that still needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
But now it's like no, you know, doing me.
Period.
Yeah. And what else have I learned about myself? Like, yeah, I think I'm a loving person.
You've learned that you're loving.
Yes, I used to be very, very self-centered. Like, it didn't occur to me to like, oh, be there for people or like do nice things for people.
Yeah.
Or just be like more present. Like,
I don't think that's true though.
Do you feel?
No,
You
maybe in
always
like
said to be
high school.
selfless.
Yes, in high school and stuff. But I think after high school, you became a very like thoughtful and more conscious person.
Yeah, like and just wanting to work on the relationships I have. Like I don't take them lightly.
Yeah.
And yeah, those are the things I've learned about myself. Another thing, you know, I used to think I was a gold digger, but I'm not.
Why did you think you were a gold digger?
No, like it used to be a pivotal thing for me in relationships, and now life has proved to me that I'm actually not. There are things that are a deal breaker for me, even if money is there.
Yeah.
Lifestyle is there. I've
Definitely,
realized that I'm a lover girl, and it's not something I can like.
Okay, sorry guys, memory issues. But yeah, so you're saying Guti, you felt like you're a gold digger, but not okay. I get that.
Yeah, like I'm actually not about the bag. I mean, we're not saying don't. I just said we're not asking for horses and Porsches, so we're not saying don't. But we're saying flowers, romance, respect.
True. That's actually so true. I used to feel like financial security was so important in like relationships, but as I got to know also just how terrible men are that have money,
very bad.
Like I'm like, actually I can't live like this. Like I don't like a tough, obviously nobody does, but other girls can sort of like thug it out. Like other girls are like so adamant about the money that it's like it's worth it, you know. But for me, I was just like, like this is actually not my portion. I'm not that type of girl. But yeah,
I realize I'm not a we die here, hun.
Yeah.
Like my most serious relationships, I've had to end them. Ginga phone just because I'm like, hold up.
Yeah, it's like the
you're acting crazy now.
Yeah.
And it's so hard. But yeah, that's what I'm realizing. So
what's like a definite no in a guy? Like non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable.
Okay, let's say in terms of, okay, let's start with physical appearance. What's a non-negotiable in terms of physical? Da, you know what you should do now?
What?
Your boat just on your thingy. Don't use this ever again.
Are you
You
serious?
see on your brow line.
Yes.
Close. So you'll do it on the
Not
other side.
ever again.
Yeah, like genuinely, there's no need for you to have liquid liner in this day and age.
Dude, but Nicki Minaj though.
Yeah, you're not Nicki Minaj. I love that you said that, because then it just came together for me, didn't it?
You shouldn't
Look
have
at how much
paused
more
the video.
personality. It's not paused.
No. It's cute.
It is, like it smokes it out, and then once you put the lash already adds its own smoke.
Okay.
You know, you don't need to. And yeah, but if your eyeshadow was blended up like this,
Yeah.
when you do that line as well, it
It's
creates
like
like
a
a
cat-
nice
a cat eye.
yes, where you don't need to. And then uzobona masufaka the lash so smoked out nicely.
Yeah,
The lash
something
brings also
every
the
day.
blackness.
So you're saying trash my liquid liner?
Yeah, like unless you're gonna learn how to smudge a very thin line of liquid liner, you still do like a whole.
You know what?
Wing.
That crayon here, that smudgeable one is very good.
You can still smudge this, but you have to put a very thin line and then smudge it.
And I love it, like liner.
And it makes your eyes disappear. Like
That's
you
true.
need to, yeah. If you're gonna do a wing, milling will be as big as you make it.
Okay.
But yeah. So what is your
Physical no.
physical no? Like you will not negotiate about it.
Physical no. Don't do short guys.
And
I know I'm a walking contradiction.
no,
but
but
correct.
okay, but there is one other thing that you always say, and I'm always like, that's not even a deal breaker. Like
Preference or deal breaker?
deal breaker.
What?
He can't be bad in bed.
Of course. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's a physical.
That's not. That's like a.
It's a physical.
Okay. No. Okay. He can't have a small penis.
Umuntu can have a big penine, but not know how to use it.
Okay. Second point. 1.1. 2.1. Not only must it be, you know,
Substantial.
healthy, substantial, expansive, but he needs to know how to use it. I like guys that are freaks. Like,
Yeah.
I like a freak.
That is a freak. I'm telling you guys, I used to be trolled, like, because I'm such like a prude, and then she'll
Yeah,
just be
but
like,
that's so unlike you. That
you
people
can't
that-
do that, you can't, you have to, oh, and I'd be like, what?
She would scream, but I'm
Literally.
not sister, you know.
Yeah, but
So yeah,
okay.
I like a guy to be a freak. I like a dominant man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So those are physical. I like tall, dark. Not
But
a-
phela besisho it did break, so close.
Oh, okay, deal breaker. Okay, like for real, for real.
Yeah.
Short and a small penis
Yeah, I felt like,
and acne.
is it?
Yeah.
But that's something fixable though.
I mean,
What if he was what if he was a really nice guy and he just had acne?
dude, I just like people with good skin.
Yeah. My non-negotiable,
Physical.
yeah, my non-negotiable physical is that he has to be dark and he has to be tall, and my number one non-negotiable is that he can't be skinny, like
That's
at all,
so
at all, at all.
crazy.
We have like we have opposite
Yeah.
likes in guys. Like I really can't stand a skinny guy, like at all. Like it's so unattractive to me, and I just feel like, why are you skinny, like as a man?
Like-
Using Lancome Hypnose for mascara.
I feel like it's
Close.
like I'm chubby enough for the both of us.
Yeah, but like how do you feel, man? You like there plus size now bro, he's busy we are nasa around when he walks around. Ufuna ukuthi bro my walk around kusho go.
Way.
Kuzwakala ukuthi it's a real nigga up in this
Bitch.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. What is your non-negotiable in like other things like principles, or what do you call it, personality?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
So non-negotiable in like personality and principles. Ideology. My biggest one is like, I'm a very traditional person, and like I like, it sounds whatever, so to speak, but an alpha male, a man that is dominant, a man that knows. I don't like umuntu ongayithembi, who's questioning, who's looking for direction from me, who's just not in charge of his life. Like, I don't like that. I don't like.
And in charge of things in general, not just his life, but he needs to just be in charge of stuff. Like,
like have his story figured out. I don't like these, what are they, cosmopolitan men.
What's a cosmopolitan man?
Like, oh, I don't need a woman for anything.
Oh no, that's not my type.
I can do everything myself. Like, a big part of my love language is acts of service. So I would feel so awkward like dating a guy that just feels like he doesn't need a girl for anything. It's like, why are we dating? So, you know, I love to cook, I love to be supportive, I like to just pretty much be there for my man and like be everything to him, like in every sphere of his life, his work, his home life, family. Like, I like to baby my man.
I get that.
I just don't like these modern men. So yeah, I don't like that. I don't expect to go 50-50 with a man. I don't expect a man to expect me to, not that I don't do stuff, I do stuff. I buy gifts, I can pay for things, I don't care, but I don't like it when it's like an expectation, or these guys that are like so scarred and they don't even realize that they're now so hyper focused on girls providing them or whatever, when it's not even happening. So I just don't even like someone that's in that zone. Like, you can't save them. They're not for me. So yeah, that's an emotional deal breaker. I also don't like a man that's not family oriented. Like, even if he doesn't have kids, like a man that doesn't want a serious relationship, a man that doesn't want to get married, like a man that like is just living wild. I don't like that.
Oh, I hate that. Like, I hate a guy who like prioritizes his friends. You know, there's nothing serious that's gonna come of that situation, because everything he does, he's doing it because his friends are doing it. He's doing it because, you know, he's only gonna go out if his friends are going out.
I don't have the capacity. Like, just maturity. What else? Also, like, you know, the thing we were talking about the other day, just a guy knowing how to cover all grounds. I feel like this is free game that men should know, like from teenagehood. I feel like, know that, be the man emotionally, physically, financially, sexually, like have personality, like just don't slack on anything. I just like that, like just have it all together. And if not, obviously no one is perfect, but then like work on it. Don't have an ego and refuse to change, because sometimes even if you do speak to men about their shortcomings, they don't want to change.
That's true. Word.
So what are your emotional or
personality dislikes? I hate you sweating, but let it dry, it's fine. I hate, you should have put milk of magnesia in the beginning. She has a sweating problem.
I don't have a sweating problem. Fake news.
Okay.
You do
though.
No, I don't.
You always sweat here.
It's like 30 degrees.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Use this one so that you can prepare yourself in the midst of doing it.
Well, you
also should have worn something short sleeve. Like, who has a sweating problem and then wears a long sleeve thing?
I don't have a sweating problem. But anywho,
my personality knows. I hate a braggy guy. I don't know why I find it so unattractive when like a guy, like when he is like a bragger and likes to talk about the things he has or where he's gone or how he used to have money or how much money he used to have and now he, you know, I just hate like braggy about anything about what, you know, what you have. And also usually a super braggy guy is not going to be a guy that is gonna amount to anything in terms of like relationships or whatever. It's not gonna be, because that person is already like a narcissist. I feel like a guy who, you know, wants to
like, look at me, I have this and then it's a problem when you're trying to see about
when you want to see about the things that he got, bitch.
But you know, also like, sorry to cut you off, like guys that just hate women.
Yes, and but still insist on dating.
Yeah,
you hate women. You know that you don't like anything about women. You know that you hate how they're feminine. You hate how they want this. You hate how they want that.
Competing with women.
No, but are still low. Yeah, I also really don't like that, and that's like unfortunately what we are stuck with in this day and age. Are like very competitive guys, like as you said, I love taking care of a guy, like, and honestly any guy that I've dated would vouch for me. I'm like super like I cover all grounds in my relationship. Maybe the only thing he can say is that I have a bad temper. That's the only thing. But like in terms of feeling like loved and cared for and whatever, and feeling just spoiled, a guy feels very much spoiled. I even like over and above do it. But it's like I don't like a guy expecting that of me, and I think a guy appreciates it so much more when he's not a person that expects those type of things. Like he's not a guy that expects to be gifted. I find it odd, actually.
They're such princesses.
Go and like I want to go to spa.
Send money for petrol.
Send money for
haircuts.
Like
gifts. How they wouldn't like such a gift. How they would
don't buy what. You know, that's a guy. In fact, that's a guy that I'll go out of my way to not do nothing for. Like a guy who's like just an alpha male. He doesn't find joy in spending his woman's money. You know, and those are the guys that deserve it the most. Like, and they genuinely like appreciate it. If you've dated a guy who's like super like in his male energy, like he's even awkward when you buy him a gift or you buy him something, and you know, to a woman like that's like like he's genuinely like, why would you do that? Like and it's so cute, like it's so nice. That's what I mean, like everything like you want to just do everything for him, because you know that even the smallest thing, like even if he gives you money to buy stuff for yourself and then you buy something for him, you know, like it's like, oh my gosh, that type of guy will appreciate you so much more than a guy who, you know, feels like, oh well, that is what you're supposed to do.
Like it's so awkward. And what else?
Another thing that I don't like about men, I don't like a man with a big bum. Oh, that's like physical.
And you should have put that first, because that is a deal breaker.
It is. It really is. Like, I don't like a big bum on a man. Personality wise, I don't like a very turn-offy thing is a flippy floppy guy. I think like it's so important, especially in the first couple of months of knowing a guy. If he says he's gonna do something, he needs to do it. Like, and that's
at all.
That's
like also an option.
And that's even with the smallest thing. Like if you say, oh, on Friday I'm gonna come to your house and come and drop off something, or if you say, no, not even drop off something, but like if you say, okay, on Friday I'm gonna come and see you, and it's Friday and you don't come and see me and you don't say anything, to me, like that's a deal breaker already. Like, because I'm like very like particular, and if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. So if you're going to say I'm going to be here at 5 o'clock on Friday, and 5 o'clock on Friday comes, you haven't made an excuse as to why you're not here at 5 o'clock, or even the day before cancelled it or whatever, because you feel like, oh geez, it's not a big deal, I'm not your type, because that to me, like I can't stand that type of behavior.
You know.
So a flippy floppy guy. Another thing that I don't like about guys, a guy that I would potentially date, is
low effort, I think that's standard.
That's standard, yeah. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
You know what I also hate? Like a bad liar.
Yes.
Like, don't be messy.
And an unnecessary
if you're gonna lie,
lie with tact.
Lie with precision.
Think about it. Put enough effort to think about the lie beforehand.
Don't be a liar that's constantly getting caught. Like,
yeah.
it's irritating, and it's just like, just stop. Like, you
Yeah.
look so stupid. Just stay in your lane. If you're gonna lie well. Other than that, like, just be an honest person. Like,
Yeah.
I hate that. Like, because my man always being caught on stupid shit and having dumb excuses, and it just makes you respect the person less and less and less. I really hate that.
Yeah.
Don't be messy. Whatever it is that you are doing, Jay, stand on business.
Good thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us one thing that you've never told anyone in your life.
Hectic.
One thing that you feel like is an overshare that you would share.
Yo.
One thing, okay, let me do. An overshare is that I think that I am slightly attracted to girls.
Same.
You can't take my share.
Okay, I'm just like co-signing it. But I've known that in high school.
About me or about yourself?
About you.
I wouldn't even say in high school. I think high school I was honestly just a tomboy. I was not attracted to girls at all. I think
now
this is
is
something
it
that
like
I've
for
only
real?
yeah. I've only started to be attracted to girls, I think maybe like 2-3 years ago. Yeah, in high school I know, like, I used to be tomboyish, but I wasn't attracted to girls. Like, this one girl
So
tried
how
to
do you
kiss
know
me
it's
this one
real
time.
now?
Because I genuinely think they're beautiful. Like, but I'm more attracted to like the guyish girl.
Yeah.
But like, I will appreciate like a girl, like not in a, oh, she's cute, but in like a, like, that's a sexy girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it's only visual
Yes.
or deeper?
No, because I'm like disgusted at the thoughts of deeper.
Okay, cool. I think I feel the same, but I feel like I only started feeling that way, yeah, maybe 2 years as well. But for me, you know how I always say to you guys, and you guys think I'm joking, I say this to my friends as well, like, don't be surprised if I pop up with a girlfriend.
No, I don't
real.
think you would.
I can.
The attributes that you want from a man, a girl can't give you.
But who says I'm looking for male attributes in a girl?
Fair enough.
Exactly. So I don't know, but we'll see what life has in store, child. But yeah, I've said it.
Yeah.
So for me, what's the secret I've never told anyone? My secrets are so dull and hectic.
Okay.
What's a lied secret that I have that I've never told to anyone?
I'm waiting, it's getting irritating.
I want to talk about my skin picking.
So, what's your one thing? We had to take an ad break. We are back because the battery of the camera died. Anyways, what is your one thing that you've never told people?
The one thing I've never told people, it's a bit hectic though.
Okay.
I have a skin picking disorder.
Okay, yeah.
And
it's caused by anxiety. You don't have to keep it. My goodness.
It's caused by anxiety.
So every
when
time she's anxious, she picks her skin until she bleeds.
my whole body. It used to be my face when I was in high school, and my
Yeah.
chest and arms. And my mom would threaten to beat me up. So started finding secret locations in a secret place.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I've seen a doctor about it.
But that's like a sign that like there's something wrong. So I think it's a good thing that you have it, you know. So as much as it's a bad thing, but it's like you're not like an expressive person.
I'm not.
So that's how you know like there's something like fucked up.
It's above me now. That's how I know. We would say, hey, it's a hand beard. But yeah, we are working on that.
Okay, cool. Okay.
I remember the one time in the lounge, and I was getting something, you know, I was going in on me about the mouth on my legs. Not you. Mom, yeah. She's, you didn't even know what it was. And that, you know, she can't help it. Yeah, they can't help it. Gosh, you came so
I don't even remember that.
It was so awful, and I just left crying.
I literally don't even remember it.
You stood up for me.
As per
Always.
What's new? What's fucking you?
I thought we were meant to clean the courtyard and it rained and I tripped over hoop and the man was making me scrub it in the rain and I was crying and you were like, Dad, come in, it's raining. Like, and I was like, you know, like, I came in and I was drenched in water and paint and like, that's amazing. She's always like stood up.
She's crazy. Okay. Are these laughing tears?
No. Anywho.
Okay.
Thanks for the refill.
Oh, sorry. Also, you were drinking so slowly that I didn't even know you'd want some. Yeah, because below 1 second you'll be like, no more. What are your 3 pet peeves in friendships?
Ooh. You see, that's another gastric sleeve issue.
Yeah.
Okay, pet peeves in friendships. People that don't reciprocate your energy, just want to take, and never give. Never putting effort into maintaining the friendship, never just must a bitch. Don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like a friend that wants to use me as an emotional dumping ground when things are miserable in their life, and when things are great, they skate off and then they come to you with a new trauma, I don't like that. And I don't involve myself in such anymore, but I just don't like surfacey friendship. I don't see the point. If I can't talk about no thank you.
Okay, yeah.
If I can't talk about real shit, I like intelligent women. I want to talk about work, our ambitions, even if it's family. I want to laugh. I just want to a multi-dimensional person. Like today we can go hunting for Intloko somewhere, you know, the next day we could be at LV.
Don't wanna it's going out friends and you're restricted to that.
You can't come. You're hiding shit about your life. You're lying about your life or your finances or your health. Like, I'm such a genuine person and I'm such like a non-judgmental person that I just want real people. And I just get so creeped out when someone, you know, when people see you on social media, they try to befriend you and then they come with this like, oh, I ordered a bag from so-and-so. Oh, my man. Oh, I'm traveling to...
I hate that so much, and I'm always just like,
in my head I'm like, all I want to do is go sit at Nando's.
Doesn't sit with Nando's, and it's like weird. Like, I don't even get it.
Like,
okay, fine. What was that question? 3 friendship pet peeves.
What are yours?
My 3, it's so similar to hers. I hate like a very surface level friendship where it's all about aesthetics or like I think I have spoken about it before as well. Like I don't want I don't want friendships like that. Like I want somebody who, I always even say this to you, like someone who I can just chill with on the couch and we watch TV and we don't take a shower and you're on your phone and I'm on my phone and we don't need to like fill up the space, or it doesn't need to be centered around going out and doing things. Like we can be friends and we listen to music and we're on the couch in our pajamas and we're just simple, like very low maintenance friendships. I think that people don't, but I think maybe we punish people that offer those type of friendships a lot. I think because Nabo, they are used to people requiring those type of friendships from them
and they don't know better. That's their standard.
So then when they meet other people, that's how they also introduce themselves. They assume that that's what a person wants, you know. But I really hate those type of friendships where it's centered around lunching and going out. I love lunching, like I love to do it, but if you feel like your friendship isn't strong enough to the point where you guys can just sit and do nothing or do very ghetto things like and just eat in the house and it's not aesthetic-y and it's not cute and wigs and makeup all the time, then I'm not interested in that type of friendship. Another friendship pet peeve of mine is that I don't like when friends take advantage of how giving I am. As much as I'm a giving person, I'm giving because I know how good it feels to receive. So I wish that the friends that I do give and I give above and beyond, that they would reciprocate the type of energy and things that I give to them. And I give because I care and I love you, and I, the way that I can show, because I'm not good with saying it in words and I feel awkward or whatever, but like the way that I show it is like by doing things to like make you happy. Because yeah, I know how it feels like when somebody does something for you unexpected. It's really nice, like it feels really good when somebody just does something for you out of the blue, but also to show your appreciation for the friendship, you know. It's really nice to like,
and it doesn't have to be big gestures,
yeah,
just knowing that someone thinks about you.
Yeah, I really appreciate it if my friends, like if somebody does the same for me, where it's not like, it doesn't have to be a special occasion, or it doesn't have to be my birthday or whatever it is, or there's a reason behind why you're doing something, but like anything small. Like this one time I had a friend,
Yeah.
and I was living in Joburg and she still lived in Durban, and it was like, you know, like a friendship where she was going through her own things and whatever, and I was always there like as her friend to help her. And then this one time, like during COVID, she had found a job like being an assistant for a construction company guy. And during that time, like I was just going through my own difficulties, but because I know that she's like a single mom and she was like taking care of her own things, I could have never dreamed Uguti, like or even expected anything from her. And like this one day, like she just messaged me, she's like, hey, please send me your account number. And I was like, what? And she sent me like 500 rand. And you know, like for somebody that's like so much of her salary, like, you know,
like how much of a sacrifice
it is for her. Like that to me, like I sent her like such a message. I was so appreciative, like, oh my god, like I'm so happy that like she thought of me, like she thought of doing something for me. Yeah, you know. And she was just like, oh, you know, like she also appreciates the way that the person that I am in our friendship, like, you know, but it was like, you know, those but those type of things, like they really meant it. The fact that I still remember that was like 2020. That's how not a lot friends will do things in return for me. But like that was one of the things that really stuck out for me, was like Ulondi like appreciated our friendship, and she appreciated me, that even though she was like, hey, this might not help a lot, but it's like, it's what I have
to show you.
Yeah. And it was like, oh my god, I would do the world, I would give the world. After that, it was like, oh my. But yeah, anyways, it was like, it wasn't even about like, okay, whatever, but it was just really, really nice. Like I can't even explain it. Like nobody's just ever like a friend out of the blue just been like, hey, well, female friends have just been like, oh, you know, like Ngazos is like, you know, you're not good, because we all like as friends we talk about like when you're struggling or when you're going through something or whatever, like. And I don't know if my friends just don't take me serious when I say I'm going through a financial struggle. Like I'm a girly and I'm an overspending girly, so I also go through financial things like all girls do, but I just think people don't take me serious when I say those things. But it's like, it was so nice that she thought about that, and it was not like I complained to her every day about it, but it's like something we probably spoke about a month before, that like, fuck COVID, like I can't work, I can't do anything, like I'm struggling, you know. And it was like she knew that, oh, there's nothing I can do for you but like to be your friend and be emotional support. But it was like, after that I really felt like, yo, like our friendship really like meant a lot to me at that time.
Shout out to Lon. A real one. Yeah. Okay, so tell me, what is like your worst friendship experience? Look at you bursting into laughter. Okay, I'm gonna spray my face with this hydrating. I know it's supposed to go first, but I didn't do it, and so now my face is like really dry. Well, I haven't set my face as well as. So this is Rimmel Lasting Finish Fix and Go.
Really good. And then we're just gonna do a top shine on our lips. No, I took an empty one there. Just use the hydrating. Yeah. And then we're just gonna do some top shine with these Essence glasses.
Matching.
Okay.
I love that we have matching lipstick.
It's just glass.
It's sentimental.
Okay, fine, fair enough. So,
oh my god, look at the slide Shema, oh my god. The girl.
What's your worst friendship experience?
Yeah, dude.
Let's wait for that sound to end.
Oh my god, I love this.
No, it's really good.
Yeah, hey. Notes to the girls. Never befriend a girl that hunts you down. Like, I was someone that's praised to be your friend. Stay away. My worst friendship is with this one girl.
Yeah.
She was older than me. Like, she like stalked my life on campus. At Howard College. We became friends. She first was like this amazing, Jay is super present. She was like on me. Like, I'm gonna take pressure, like she's your man. She was obsessed, and we had a good friendship until it became toxic. Like a friend that is very manipulative, very jealous, that thrives off of you being beneath them. Like that needs to be the relationship dynamic. It's things that you think can only happen in a relationship, but it can happen in friendships. Like someone thriving off your low or like misfortune, like thriving off of like making you feel lesser than, wanting you to always be like a feature in their life. She was just
thriving off of humiliating
weird, you. Yes, like doing sick things like backstabbing, lies. It was just so conniving. It was so draining, and I was so happy to just get out of that friendship.
What's like one thing that stood out that you did that you felt like this person hates me?
And it's weird because I think initially when she started the friendship, she looked at it as something for her to gain, and then it didn't work out that way. But I think a point that stood out for me was like, you know, things that you normalize. Like the one time I was like, you should hang out with us, and you saw so many abnormal dynamics that were happening in the friendship, like, and she would meet new people and be some sort of like bullying, but not outright, like ridiculing you making mean girling. Yes, like she was mean girling me when she introduced new girls to our friendship. Like I was the sacrificial lamb that they could bond on. Like I'm this person that they bully or mean girl, and that was like crazy. I've never been that person in my entire life. Like I'm just not that girl. But she came into my life where I was going through so much, and she took advantage of the situation. So that was my worst friendship. And yours?
My worst friendship was being friends with like a narcissist. We were friends in a period where me and you weren't like really talking.
Is she worse than?
Yes.
Wow. I knew so little about her.
Yeah.
Like
she was just like a really like weird person. Same thing, like a person like that looks for the friendship, that really like asks for the friendship from you, and then when you're like, okay, cool, let's just try and be friends, it was like a lot of when someone's like competing with you, but it was like we have very different lives, so I didn't even see how we can like compare, you know. Our lives were very separate and different, but it's like the people around her were like super like yes men type of friends. And I think then she just expected me to sort of fall in line, I guess, and become one of those girls who, you know, are part of just, like let her talk to you crazy, or let her, you know, like tell you when and where you'll go and what you'll do. And I'm a person that I have my own mind, I have my own things that I have going on, you know, and she wanted to be a part of my things that are going on, but still wanted to be in charge of the situation, which was not going to work. So it was it had a huge blowout, the friendship, in Cape Town. Actually, we came to Cape Town for my birthday.
She like ruined your birthday.
Yes, and it was a huge blowout fight. It ruined my entire birthday. I had to fly back to Joburg early. It was just crazy, you know. But yeah, I think I realized, like, I saw the red flags before, but I think being like a person who, I don't know what you call it, but like a person who attracts damaged people, like you always look at the person like, I could fix her, you know. I felt like I could help her be like a better person, and she's probably used to having these type of friendships, so maybe she'd like a friendship where it's like equal and reciprocal and like a good, you know, friendship, you know, because sometimes we would have our like really good moments, and she'd like be like, oh my gosh, I've never had a friend that would do this for me or whatever, you know. Like being the boss in friendships also requires you to give a lot where you don't get anything. Yeah, so I think she also, you know, that those were the sides where I saw where she was really sweet and nice, were the sides that made me feel like, oh, you know, maybe our friendship will eventually mature and we'll get to a place where we can understand each other better.
Yeah, that never happened.
Yeah, it was terrible. We had this huge blood fight. It's a story for another day, but I was like, what the fuck? It was literally like, what the hell? Okay, so same question. What is your worst dating experience?
Oh, dude. You're getting deep.
Just keep it light. Yeah,
I'm gonna keep my thing brief.
Let me start. I'm itching.
Yeah.
So I've had a toxic relationship here, but my worst dating experience was actually in this fucking city. Like, I dated the most narcissistic guy who was like terrible. I think he had a drug problem in my
psychotic. Hated the guy.
I think he had a drug problem, and like he was just so terrible. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, this person would send me like crazy messages at like 2-3 a.m, like the most vile things that you'd ever think about, and he was just a terrible person. And in retrospect, like, I think it was just because I was lonely and I'd just gone to the city. I mean, I'd known him before I moved here, and I think I just put up with it because I was like, oh well, I don't know a lot of people here, you know. But like, he was really terrible. Just
got worse.
Yeah, he got worse and worse until eventually I was just like, you know what, I can't deal with this person anymore. You know, it didn't even get to the point where I can say, okay, we had a relationship. We'd honestly just hang out, and it got so toxic and so weird and so gross that it's like, oh my gosh, like, he was terrible.
Yeah, he was terrible. I was like, when is this gonna end?
Yeah, literally, I hated him. Like, hated him deeply.
Okay, my most toxic relationship. Like, what happened?
No, what's the most terrible dating experience?
Emotional, psychological, physical abuse.
Physical?
When I got the restraining order.
Oh, okay. Do you think that was your worst relationship? Not.
That's not a relationship.
Yeah, dating experience.
Oh, not relationship.
Hence, not a relationship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there was this guy, you know, a guy that comes and looks like everything you want, and you're like so excited, you fall head over heels for the person. Gandhi, they're like Satan spawn, demented, delusional, like in the most ridiculous dream world, narcissistic. Like, he needed so desperately to put me down all the time so that he would feel big, because he felt so low and messy about himself in his own life, and he took that out on me. Yet loitering around for so long in my life and getting all of the relationship benefits and then not wanting to actually commit into a relationship. I hated that. Like, when everything you guys are doing, you dating, but then the person,
like, on paper
we're not, and that was just so ghetto. It's like the most ghetto experience I've had in my adult life. It felt very high school, like, oh, we're not together, we're not together, act hot and cold. I want like a music video, like people that listen to Future too much, you can tell the behavior is very retarded. And he was older than me, so yeah, I just didn't like that. That was crazy, and it was just so ghetto. Like, I don't even deal with guys like that at this age. So yeah.
Get that. And then the last question that we have for this chit chat, guys, battery problems. But anyway, I honestly think that my battery started having problems since I dropped it. I need to have, but anyways, let us wrap this video up. Last question is your travel wish list for 2024. Mine, I would love to go to like Paris, France. I love to go to France this year, or like European countries mostly. Yeah,
that's it.
Like a doable wish list.
Okay. Oh, like not a dream wish list.
No,
like reality.
This year, what's your goal?
My goal is to go to Italy in October.
We're trying to go for my birthday.
Yeah,
October.
That's literally the only thing in my goals for this year.
Yeah, but you've traveled a lot, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
And hopefully a Dubai years. So we'll see. Those are the only two things. I still haven't done a Durban road trip, and I really want to do that.
From Durban to where?
No, just like
around Durban. Maybe we should do that.
Drakensberg.
Maybe we should do that whenever I come to
go
Durban.
to Lesotho for skiing.
That's possible because that's in July.
Yeah, it's
If
not
we're trying to go in
but
October.
Midlands is more realistic.
Yes.
Yeah, I would love that, a quiet Midlands weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see about that, and hopefully we can YouTube that too. Period. Okay, guys, and that is the end of our video. I wanted to start off very light. The next one we'll do is gonna get deeper than
what we've spoken about.
No, but like I think it was more general. It wasn't more sister family.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, like, we don't want to be too deep.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the questions are I don't want to do like sisterly family, you know, like growing up and all those type of things. I guess it'll be like a video for another day. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and a lot of people haven't asked me for the sit down, so I hope that it was worth the while.
Worth the wait.
It is longer than I expected, but anyways, you talk so slow.
Wow. That's
So I'm joking. I'm joking, but yeah,
I know.
Yeah, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this channel. No, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and leave your comments. Let me know what you guys thought about the video, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to go and check out Pixel Prime on Instagram. Check out their website for all the services that they have, as well as LinkedIn and Facebook to check out more of the companies that they've worked with and the work that they've done so far. She's really good with social media. She is qualified for it because she has a degree in that field, so it's not just
Web
like
design,
a passion project.
Advertising, brand design, graphic design, packaging.
Yeah, so you can literally read up on everything.
Yeah, it's a full service digital marketing agency. So if you have a business, or a friend of yours or family member has a business that they're launching or wanting to rebrand, we take care of all of that.
Yes. So okay, that's it.
Bye.